Hello guys, and at last, welcome to what will be the first proper episode of the Great PBEM War. So this is the first turn, technically. There's turn 1 where you choose your war plan. This would be technically turn 2, but I'm going to call it the first turn due to the fact that you have your units on the battlefield. So, I have received the orders from the German Austrian player, the Central Powers player, and from the Russian player, otherwise known as the Eastern Entente. I shall be playing Britain and France. We've had a bit of a change up due to the... Well, this Great PBEM War was initially meant to be with the Ultimate mod, which would allow more people to play, but yes, the Ultimate mod is... It's great, but it's buggy at the moment. It's pretty damn buggy, and it makes for a lot of complications. So, we are going to be playing vanilla. So, yes. Right, so what have I chosen to do? I have gone for, what is it? Is it Plan 19? Yes, Plan 19, I believe, is to try and basically intercept Germany as they try and make their push into Belgium. So we have a significant amount of Germans here, led by Karl von Bülow, over at Liege. Now, Liege is going to be my... Yeah, it's going to be the first place of fall. There's not really anything I can particularly do with Liege. We have... how many men do we actually have in Liege? Let's find out. We have all but 12,612 men. That is nowhere near enough to hold out Liege. Liege would not be able to hold. Even if I hold at all costs, it will simply not make a difference. We will be routed, Liege will fall, there is no choice. So, what have I given for my orders? I have basically gone for a... different sort of naval strategy. The Grand Fleet of the British Empire will be sent basically through the North Sea. I want to try and patrol this area to try and intercept the High Seas Fleet. I would love to try and support the Russian player and try and open up the Baltic for any possibilities of British invasions, which would be quite nice. I am sending forces basically all the way down here to Dover to basically gather together a transportation fleet and organise the rest of the British naval assets, as well as the French naval assets will head over here to Calais. So I'll be able to organise those naval assets over there. In the south, we have my naval, well, my French Navy, the only proper force that the French really have down here. Yes, here we go. So we have about 84 ships here. This is the best that we have as the French. That will basically be patrolling this area. I'm going to try and see if I can find the Breslau and the Goeben, and try and stop them from being intercepted. Well, try and stop them from being given to the Turkish. I do not want that to happen. Now, I have some decisions to make, actually. So I'll go over here. I wanted to make these ones so you guys could see it. So, options unlocked. Okay, over here. Right. So we have the Anglo-Japanese Treaty. It will cost us 100 state funds, which I can't afford at the moment, which is a shame. It would have brought Japan into the war, but it does not matter. I'll be able to do it next turn. I really ran out of all my engagement points and stuff like that because of all the decisions I've put on, and yeah. Right, so this one would be quite interesting. This would basically give us 2 more dreadnoughts. This event can only be played with the Ottoman Empire, is still a neutral nation. Great Britain is in the Entente, and the HMS Iron and HMS Agincourt have not been sunk. So, basically, the Ottoman Empire shifts 10% in alignment towards the Entente. At the outbreak of the Great War, Winston Churchill, First Lord of the Admiralty, sees 2 dreadnoughts being commissioned by the Ottoman Empire in Britain. The Rezadea and the Sultan Osman remained HMS Erin and HMS Agincourt. This option allows you to honour that agreement instead, and supplies these ships to improve relations with the Ottoman Empire. Now, I could do that. I could very well do that. And let's take a look over the Ottoman Empire. They have a 34% alignment to me. I could do that, give them their ships. They would have another 2 dreadnought squadrons or 2 dreadnoughts. And at the end of the day, it would be 44% to me and 56% towards the Central Powers. Not worth it at all, because it cost me national morale, and it would cost me 2 dreadnoughts, and dreadnoughts are very, very good. We have a hell of a lot of dreadnoughts. We are by far the most powerful in terms of naval. So let's take a look over here. Yeah, we can see the Central Powers has more strength than we do, 1.5 times our strength, which is quite impressive, but we have just ungodly amounts. They have almost half of our naval strength, and that's Austria and Germany. Now, Germany was definitely coming up there in terms of naval power. Definitely was coming up in time before the war. So yes, I have the orders for Germany, I have the orders for Russia. So I'm going to save the game here, and I'm going to show you guys the first turn and how it plays out. So let's go for this then. Now, how play by email works is basically I, as the host, I will send out files such as a HST file, which is the host file. I will send that out to the players. They will load up the game, they will input their orders, they will save the game, they will then send me back what is called their ord file, basically their orders file, and then I put that into my Great PBEM save folder, and everything works together, and then I play the turn. So I'm not entirely sure how many episodes of this I'll be able to do in a week, it depends on everybody's time, so I'll try and aim for maybe 1 episode a week or something like that. Okay, it is very interesting playing against a human, because, the silliness of the AI is something that will not happen. So we can see that Liege has definitely fallen. Alright, the SMS Gerben and the Breslau are near Malta. Okay. We have suffered a defeat over here. We've actually lost this New Zealand cruiser squadron, which is a shame. Though this is Maximilian von Spee. He is, fantastic. Von Spee was, he was a pain in the arse. He was indeed a pain in the arse. And, I'm gonna have a tough time trying to hold on to France, to be honest. I'm gonna have a tough time trying to, repulse the German army. Really tough time. Okay, we're only 8 days in, and you can already see the Germans are definitely moving. So it seems our fine fellow, the German player, has decided to take Liege and rush for Antwerp, which I can say is a good move, to be honest. Already reaching Mons and Brussels. Right, so he has decided to assault Brussels. You can see there, that's 184,000 men. That's a lot of men. I'm hoping that we can last a round. If we can hold out, that'd be just amazing. Which I don't think we can, to be honest. Really close. If it's assault, they will fall, but it will cost them a lot of casualties. At least I'd hope so. Yeah, Brussels will fall. Yes, Belgian defeat. I feel we may have survived the round, though. I think we actually have survived for the time being. So it did cost the Germans 19,680 men, even on assault. I don't know if Brussels surrendered. So Brussels... Oh, no, here we go again. Oh, Brussels. I'm so sorry. Now, I am in a difficult position, so Brussels has fallen. I am in a very difficult position due to the fact well, all my men really aren't activated, and I really could have done with more forces being in the north. I really could have done with that. But I will stick by my plan. I need to threaten him at home. I need to threaten his supply lines. Hello, we can see some German raiders. Ah, have we actually intercepted them? No, damn it. Okay. Very interesting results. So I have no idea what's happening on the Eastern Front. I have no idea what's happened over there. So I'll have to try and have some communication with the Russian players, see what's going on over there. There we go. So that would be turn 1 of the Great Play-by-Email War. We have suffered some national morale losses due to the fact of the surrenders. But let's take a look at the situation then. So we have the army of von Bülow over there. Antwerp is going to be a little bit tougher for them to take due to the fact there's more men here. I could actually place the entire garrison over here, and let's take a look. We have 26,000 men here, 96 cannons, yes. 26,202 men, 96 cannons, and 1,024 horses. It is a much harder place to take due to the fact that it has a port as well. Right, so we do have the British Expeditionary Force active. For some reason I cannot make it a Grand Headquarters or any kind of headquarters, which is really interesting and very annoying. Where's the British headquarters? Over here, the British Army. Ah, it's just out of range. I may have to bring them into... Well, may have to bring them onto French soil. I need men. I need men. I really do need men. Okay. So we have some British forces over here. We have some Egyptian forces as well. Okay. So let's take a look at the log. I need to find something that's going to help me. France has got all new generals, which is definitely something that will help me. We did raise more state funds. So that's good for us. Okay, we are receiving a lot of regiments all over the place. Okay. So how many losses are we looking at so far? So we have suffered 26,432 losses. The Germans have suffered 22,000 losses. Interestingly enough, no losses suffered on the Russian side. Which is very interesting, actually. Okay, let's get rid of these. So, what choices do I really have, to be honest? Not too many. Quickly angered, hard to catch, a vainglorious strategist. Not exactly the greatest. Right. We do have some interesting commanders over here. They are, for the most part, quickly angered and arrogant, but hey-ho. Okay, let's get these support elements in here. At least that will make our force a little bit more useful. What do you actually have in here? Light cavalry. Okay, let's just break this up and make you into a divisional commander. Yeah, so it's the 1st Cavalry. Now, Britain was the only force at the start of the war that had a professional army like this. Okay, I simply, I'm gonna have a lot of problems due to the fact I can't command them properly. That's really irritating. He's a good commander. Strategically decisive is very nice. Arrogant. That's 2 command points, minus 4 command points. I need to replace him, but he has the open order tactician. I will replace him though. It's a shame that I can't really get the men I want. That would work out a hell of a lot more useful. Okay. So we're over by 4 at the moment. Which is a shame. But there's honestly not too much I can do about this, due to the fact I don't have anybody who, well, I can't make him into an army commander, which is a bloody annoyance. So, I do not know how strong this force is over here. Apparently, it's only a cavalry corps. So if I can rush over here to Mons, then at least I'll have a chance at repulsing the Germans, or at least slowing them down. Right, I can use a rail, so that's good for us. I'll go on the, basically the cautionary, Right, our main French army is not yet active, which is a shame. I can make another army over here, though. So at least that's something. So I can give these resources to this army, then. At least they will be able to do something. Oh no, these... Oh, these are so bad. I forgot to do these ones. I'm so sorry about this. Okay. We have colonial troops over here, which are pretty interesting. They're basically conscripted infantry, so they're nowhere near as good, but oh well. Yeah, I'll get that. Get some more... I'm gonna get the support elements in this force here, so at least the army is then using them. Okay, so we're on the money now. Now, I could make a push for Namur, which is interesting. It's going to be quite dangerous, but I think I'm going to have to do it. Now, I have quite a few elements of cavalry here, so I would like to try and get behind here and break these rails. So I've gone like this. I need to break these rail lines to be able to slow down the Germans. I do have a lot of artillery that's really not in a good position for me. I'm just going to put it over here with this guy. Okay. Now there's no forces over here, so I could potentially try and make a push. I could try. Okay, this general is now active. We have these corps over here. Right, let's make something of this army. I'm gonna remove that cavalry, replace it with corps commander. I can take out this light artillery. There we go. 2-star commander. Let's see. I really wanted to do this before, but because obviously they were not active, I couldn't edit or change any of their forces around, which made it difficult. Oh god, this is just such... I hate when they don't have the support elements built in. Okay. Well, if you're new to this game, at least you get to see how you can make up a force. Okay. Still over there, so I'll get that artillery out. Okay, so we're 1 point over, which is not too bad. We are greatly outnumbered by the Germans over here. We're just generally greatly outnumbered by the Germans, just completely. It's a difficult situation. I will try and send this cavalry unit over here, though, to Thornton. If it could cross over here, that'd be great, and just try and break that rail. So I'll have them on that and feint. Okay, so I do have some forces down here, fantastic. Now I can not actually make him a commander, fuck me. I have some more forces over here, so I'm going to send these forces to the north, to be honest. They are really needed. Really needed. I need to try and halt the attack. I could really do with moving that force. Sadly, I don't have enough rail capacity. So what I'll do then is I'll take this off of rail. They'll be there in 15 days, which is absolutely fine. Take this off of rail. Which is a shame though, because I mean 15 days is a long time. That's an entire turn. And a lot of things can happen in an entire turn. Right, I can't move by rail, which is really irritating. Right, we have a lot of commanders over here. I need to find out where to actually put them. Right, we have a hell of a lot of reserves as well, and just a lot of men here. It's just we don't have the men in the right place right now, and that's what's making things difficult for me. Have that come into there. We have the Mediterranean fleet over here. I'm trying to gather the Mediterranean forces into one group over here so I can blockade the Austro-Hungarians and the Germans. Okay. So I can't go into the Heligoland Bay over here because I will be under fire. I'm seeing some submarines. I feel like I've seen this tactic before. I wonder where. Okay. What I could do with doing is actually get in a few battle cruisers and some light cruisers and basically put in that blockade into effect. Let's see. Oops. Oh dear. That's a shame. Right, we're still ahead in the race for Italy. I'm worried I may have lost a bit of ground there, but well. I need to drag Romania and Bulgaria away from them. If I can slow it down, then that's fantastic. Why can't I place you? Oh, 2 engagement points, okay. Fair enough. Bulgaria is important, though. Bulgaria is very important. Okay. Portugal will join me in time. Japan could be easily brought in. I do definitely need more generals. I just need more of everything, in all honesty. Engagement points would be sublime right about now, but oh well. Okay, I'm gonna need men. I really just need men. I'm looking at British, that would make sense. Okay. I need to make some kind of holding force, to be honest. So, let's see. 48 conscript, 67 money, 10 war supply. I could afford a lot of this. So I'm gonna need just basically a lot of infantry. Just try and just slow down the Germans. Also gonna need artillery. Heavy artillery would be fantastic, but I can't really afford to build too much of that. I can only construct medium artillery in a few places, which is scary. Oh, I really can't construct much medium artillery. That's really terrifying. God damn it. Yeah, so you can see here we still have a lot of forces that are locked for the time being, which is difficult. It's making things rather annoying for me. Okay. I'm gonna have to make a push on Mulhausen. I'm going to make him a divisional commander, just give him access to these men here. Oh, yeah, that puts us over considerably. So I'll get rid of all that. I'd rather be over by 1 point, so that's fine. Oh, I can give it to him, and that might... Maybe. What do we have here? A gun and... Actually, I'll just give them the support elements. There we go. I can get rid of that one gun there. And... Okay. So we're going to make a push over here. They should be supported by these forces here. If I could get some cavalry behind the lines, that'd be amazing. I really need to try and get behind his lines and just try and make his transportation network a nightmare. What do we have here? Cavalry commander. Need to move quickly. I need to cause him problems. I really do not have enough men at all. So I'm going to send reinforcements to this area at least, then they can support the rest of the line. So 5 days they'll be there. These leaders are just needed everywhere, to be honest. He's kind of shit. He's pretty nice though, the dispersed artillerist. So I'll send about 2 generals, well 2 commanders to each army group. That should help us out. Oh no, actually, I'll get them together, and then we'll find out where we need them. Not that though. Just such a hell of a garrison. Okay, so we have a few generals here. We have about 6. Where do I need them? I could do with probably 2 over there, so I'll send 2 down that way to join that army. Moving commanders like this is absolutely free, which is fantastic. We have a lot of men over here, so we need probably the rest there. So I'll send the rest over here then. I can't move them with the plane, so I'll take the plane out. I could do with some intelligence over there. Okay, now they can move for free. Okay. This is just a problem. I have a lot to try and deal with. This Leafing planet is very difficult to deal with. Right. Let's just combine these forces. And then I can sort out what will be a blockading fleet. I mean, this is a lot of ships here. This is 394 ships. That is a lot of submarines. We have a lot of transports as well. So I'm going to separate out the transports. give them a commander. Send them to Southampton. Right, so I do have some British forces over here. Fantastic. At least I'll be able to do something. Or send some men. I'd like to reinforce my position at Antwerp. If I could do that, then it'd be great. I may send some ships actually to support them. Perhaps they'd be able to bombard the German forces and at least make it hell for them. So that's probably worth it. Right. Could do with sending the... Do I have any more active forces? Not really. Right, battlecruiser fleet. This is what I forgot about. I should have sent this over here and I completely forgot. So we're going to go in there. Yeah, okay, so how many ships is this? This is 52 ships. Yeah, these are basically raiders. This should be more than enough. I'm going to keep the Grand Fleet out hunting then. I'll bring the Grand Fleet down here then. Now the issue is, I've got to guard against the High Seas Fleet. I can't draw them out to battle. But it's basically the historical problem that the Germans faced, of just how to deal with it. How do you deal with the threat of the High Seas Fleet? It's very difficult. Very, very difficult. So we're just going to set up a patrol path. So we'll go around in a circle, try and intercept anything that comes around, but at least we'll be close enough to here to be able to respond to any threats. Okay, so the fleet over here, what do we actually have in this? We have a few battleships. Yeah, we have a quite a large number of battleships. And some cruisers. So it's a strong fleet. It's a very strong fleet. It's almost as strong as the the High Seas Fleet. So I'm going to send it out over here. We're going to go on fleet bombardment, but we'll go on conservative attack just in case any ships come over. But we may be able to bombard the German forces here and make it difficult for them. Right. Then I do have the French fleet over here, which is not as strong apparently. Where's the rest of those French ships? Ah, they're over here. I have all these submarines. Ah, I do have a transport over here actually, so I'm going to put that transport into Southampton. And we have some more over here, so I'll send them to Southampton. This liner here can go across here. There's a battleship being constructed. Actually, I think what I'll do then is I'll have this Mediterranean Reserve Fleet, and we'll just put them in the blockade box. I need to get the blockade in place. I should have had it in place by last turn, but I forgot about the battle cruiser fleet. Okay, so we can see the Russians have made some inroads over here into East Prussia. I've not seen any change of a hand on the Austrian front, though this is under siege, so that would appear to be the Austrians moving. Not seen any changes of hands over in Serbia. I do need to support them. I need to do my absolute best to support my ally, but it's very difficult. Right, so I'm gonna... I'll keep these guys down here in case of anything in the future that I might need them. It would take me a long time to move around. So we have forces like garrison and militia and stuff like that all over the place, which we will need. You are active. You are active, okay. I can give you a support element. There we go. Might not be worth much, but at least it's something extra in there. We just have a lot of spare artillery. I need to dig in, basically. I really do need to dig in. But it's difficult. I kind of want to attack this place. Well, I don't want to attack it, but I want to threaten it. But even the garrison is very strong. That's why I want to send the cavalry, so at least I can send the cavalry. And they may have a chance of just destroying the rails. That's what I want to do. I want to cause some disruption. The British forces will be heading over here to Douai. Or Douai. Yeah. In fact, if I could try and get him over to Antwerp. probably not worth it. Let's see. These men need to be supported. Okay. Defend and retreat. We'll retreat if engaged. There's no need for us to push. I mean, we can't really get there yet anyway, but, well, we'll go and defend. If we go over here, we're not likely to be challenged. I need to make it difficult for the Germans. Okay. Check over here in the African front. Okay. We have some more transports over here, so I could do with sending them out to fight. We have some more ships over here. Transport ship and HMS Glasgow. I was hoping we'd have some bombardments. Okay, so the King of Belgium is recovering from his injuries over there. Right. Whoops. I'm gonna force march these guys, actually. There we go. Need to try and destroy these rails and just slow them down. Well, the thing is, as long as I keep forces here, he will have to keep forces here as well. And as long as I have it so they mutually support each other, we'll be in a good position. I need to make it difficult for the Germans. But the thing is, they have more than enough men to be able to deal with me. So I need to try and find a way to slow them down and just really drag this out. Just make this as a... Just drag this conflict out as much as possible. I wish I could build fucking artillery in more places. That would have been nice. God damn it. I need more men. I just absolutely need more men. They're not as heavy in conscripts. They are faster to be built as well, so I'm going to build more reserves. Right, so I'm going to build reserves over in these places. The towns more. Now these ones in Lille will probably be killed off, so I'm not going to risk losing them. The fortress would be harder to take, so they're okay. Okay. I just need a hell of a lot more men. Right, I also need to keep up on my replacements. So let's just get off of that. There we go. Okay. Need to replace those militia. Okay, there's a lot to check out there. I would very much like to put together a naval invasion, actually. So I think what I may do then is try and find a way around. I need to find somewhere that would be very, very... Oh, what would make a huge impact on the German war effort. He's going to be weak in the centre. He'll have garrisons, but if I could land some forces over here and at least threaten Berlin, then that will change things. So I think that's what we need to do. We need to threaten Berlin. I need to make the absolute most use of my naval forces. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to go over to the British. African, British. We can recruit some Marines. I'm going to get some Marines over here. Build some British infantry divisions. I'm going to need some supplies as well. That'll be important. There we go. I'm going to fortify our position in Egypt, because it is a very important place. I don't want it to fall. Okay, so this force will be kept at Alexandria, which is the most important objective on the coast. So as you can see here, yeah, it's only Alexandria and Cairo. Cairo is more or less protected, so I just need to look after Alexandria. Africa. I need to find forces to be able to take over their colonial possessions. Okay. Damn it. So I need to keep forces here to prevent the uprisings that the German player has used on me. Okay. I can't do this, I can't do that. I need more engagement points. I really bloody need more engagement points. What forces do I have in Australia? I have an Australian naval division over here. We have some battle cruisers, fantastic. I'll leave the transports at home. And the Australian division can set out. They're apparently weakened, but I guess that's just a bug. I don't know. Right, let's go naval intercept. Have some forces over here as well. Some more forces in Hong Kong. Right, we'll send these forces as well. We need to try and deal with that. Okay. I do need the Japanese North Pacific Squadron. Okay, where's the French fleet? Over here. Well, that's going to take a long time to get down there. That's the blockade box, that's the shipping box over here. Yeah, so I just need to get the blockade going. I think what I could do is basically have the French and British naval squadrons off the coast. The thing he's not really going to use them, but if I can keep his fleet bottled up, that's fantastic for me. I mean, something like this. There's no one spot for me to cut off access. That's the difficult thing. I could set up... I could split the fleet up and try and cut him off, but it will be difficult. I mean, if I had forces here, he could move down the coast like this. It would take him a lot longer, but it's possible. It's difficult. That's the best place, that's the choke point there. So I need to try and trap the fleet. Quite a few days before they arrive. So we'll have to wait and see. Some ships over here. Okay. There's not exactly too much else I can do right now. So we're going to save the game. And, yes, thank you guys for watching. And, do let me know your thoughts. What do you reckon we could do to try and slow down the German juggernaut? And, hell yeah. This has been the first proper episode of the Great PBEM Play by Email War, so stay tuned for more. So remember guys, if you like this, you can go ahead and support me and, I don't know, share with your friends, subscribe. I do have a PayPal donation button now, so there is ways to support my channel if you do like my content. So thank you guys for watching, and I hope to see you again in the future. So goodbye from me, and see you next time.